Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in once again. Rapid Response Vehicle Showcase. We have a 2023 Chevrolet Tahoe PPV. This vehicle has been upfitted for the Lower Swatara Police Department. And as always, we'll start by going over the aftermarket equipment that we have added to this unit. Much thanks to the client for trusting us with this project. Very slick, and we'll start at the front. Progard push bumper, providing us flat channel on the top to surface mount two Whelen T-ions. So we'll get red, white, and blue-white function out of those lights. And on either side of the push bumper, we have a pair of surface-mounted T-ions again. Vehicle setting is currently in a park mode, and this would be a low light setting. So we're getting the DVI flash pattern with low light, providing us that variable intensity. None of these lights are truly shutting off, so it'll keep the vehicle very well profiled, illuminated, and it's a whole lot less hectic than that than a full intensity flash, if you might, while you're on the side of the road trying to operate safely. Going to the side fender, we have the Whelen Argus remote spotlight. We'll get a couple different functions out of that, and we can go over those very shortly. Our main piece of warning is going to be atop the roof. Whelen Legacy 54-inch duo. So we'll get red, white, blue, white to the front sides and red, blue, amber to the rear. Under each door, we have the Whelen T-ions. Those are actually mounted on wedge kits. That angled space just above the running board. It's a really nice place to mount them. However, we need that wedge kit to get them mounted vertically, essentially, or perpendicular to the ground. Side rear cargo window, we have the Whelen Strip Light Plus. It's mounted on a bracket at the headliner. And we can take a look at the graphics package. And also another addition that we were able to provide this customer was the painting of the doors. As you can see, we have the Dodge Destroyer gray color on the doors. With our new Vengeance apparatus building, we were able to provide them the option to have those doors painted here. The Vengeance building does have a very large paint booth for the painting of our apparatus and other things to come. So just another thing that we're able to provide them in-house. We've also got the police insignia with their badge, unit number. And on the back, you can see small finishing touches to the graphics package, a chevron strip on the lower portion of the hatch, unit number, badge again, and the police insignia there. For warning, we have the Whelen T-ion mounted on a bracket just inside the headliner at the top. Surface mounted on each side of the license plate, another pair of Whelen T-ions. And we've also got the Whelen Vertex in the tail lamps. So this vehicle is very well lit from the rear without going overboard. The Whelen Legacy light bar, one of my favorites, very bright and slim light bar. Prisoner containment solution provided by Progard. We have the front recess panel partition with the Pro Cell. The Pro Cell here is essentially just utilizing the full transport seat and providing a poly window barrier in the center. So we have two individual occupancy spaces here in the rear, divided by that poly barrier. Also being provided with the outboard seat belts. So those are locking into the front partition and providing easy securement on the outside of the individual being transported, so we don't have to lean in and secure. We can just simply secure here and cinch. Poly window barriers to finish that off. And we can take a look inside. Console is vehicle specific, provided by Havis. So we're having, it's a low angle console, giving us 10 inches of mounting space at the front or top and a 12-inch space flat at the rear. We have a customer supplied radio, the Whelen Centcom Core control head. This is the TL6 version. So it's going to be the rotary knob and slide with the 8 push buttons. our Whelen Argus remote spotlight control head, cup holders, armrest, and then we've also got a couple peripherals here mounted on the console, the keyboard and the Eltron scanner. And dash mounted via the Havis dash mount for this vehicle is the customer's computer. In the recessed panel portion of the front partition, just behind the console, we have a pair of gun locks. And then we've also got the headrest mounted printer on the passenger side and installed the customer's WatchGuard in-car camera system. So some functionality that we have here at a glance, as we can see with our door pop, we are killing the corners of the light bar. So that will be with the front and the rear door. And that will occur in daytime and nighttime operations, high power, low power. This is essentially a full scene. So we have our alley lighting, our takedown, we've also got a cruise feature. So this is just a low powered steady burn. All the lights around the vehicle. And a full intensity or daytime park pattern is what we'll see here. I'll close this door so we can get the corners lit. So we're being provided full power off time in that slower flash pattern. Outside of park, this would be a daytime operation. We're going to wake up the Whelen Argus for a sweep, and we'll activate our white flashing, the headlight flashers, and just it's an increased flash pattern around the vehicle for a priority response. Low power or nighttime operation will automatically disable the Argus sweep and decrease the intensity of the lighting around the vehicle. And with the Argus, we'll also get the normal functionality with the spotlight. We can put that in a manual mode, and we can actually manipulate the Argus and point it where we need it to be pointed. If it is out of manual, it will not allow us to manipulate that. It's going to want to go right back to where it was prior to it being manipulated. And that's going to wrap up this vehicle showcase. Thanks for tuning in. And once again, thanks to this client for trusting us with this project. Turned out very nice. It's a very effective package. If we can help you out or answer any questions in regard to this vehicle, give us a call at 717-473-3843, and we'll see you next time.